Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Valentine's Day is Saturday, February 14th. Call or stop into the Garden Gate on the east side of the square in Sigourney. A special gift makes a special day. Let the Garden Gate help. We offer a variety of fresh flowers, balloons, candy, stuffed animals, candles, and many other gift items. The Garden Gate on the east side of the square in Sigourney, proudly serving the area for over 28 years. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio. Online radio for Southeast Iowa.
Welcome in. Time for high school basketball here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube, also on the Skunk River Radio Facebook page. And we do thank all of our sponsors for making our broadcast possible. That includes Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell at State Farm Insurance, which of course has our players of the game for North Mahaska. Proline Building Company, First State Bank, Oski Dental, Skunk River Radio, Shetler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and Lake Painting. Plus, we have Sigourney sponsors on for tonight's broadcast, and that includes Sigourney Body Shop, Lifetime Dental, Sigourney Motors, and Brothers Market. And we're in New Sharon tonight, North Mahaska hosting Sigourney, for what I believe is the last regular season game before the postseason begins later this week, at least for the girls. We've got Artie Keep with us for the play-by-play, Curtis Vanderwall with the color commentary. Guys, we're about 4 minutes away before we get into the starting lineups. What are your thoughts?
Well, Curtis, tonight, the Warhawks are sitting at 14-6, but so is Sigourney at 14-6. So it is a key South Iowa Cedar League matchup tonight. North Mahaska is tied with English Valleys for third in the conference at 11-4. Sigourney is in sixth at 10-5. North Mahaska averages 48 points a ball game, Sigourney 50. But I really think what it's going to come down to is how Bryn Clarahan and Natalia Linder do. Clarahan leads Sigourney with 22 points a ball game. Linder scores about 14, but Carly Lake from the outside, she averages 11. Lake has hit 35 three-pointers this season, so I think we have to look at that matchup with Clarahan and Linder.
Yeah, I think you're right, RD. Both of them are just amazing players in their own right. The determining factor and kind of the X factor, if you will, very well could be the fact that Allie Style is injured for the Warhawks and how well and who and how well they can kind of fill that void there may come into play as well. So it'll be interesting. They're two very good ball teams. I've had the fortunate situation to see both of them quite a few times this year, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I think for North Mahaska, I think if they could somehow limit Clarahan to 10 or 12 points and force somebody else to beat them. North Mahaska probably has a few more weapons in Addison Falb, who can hit from the outside. Jolyn Fogel at times at that other post position can step in. And then this Jade DeBoeuf has kind of come in to fill that role with Allie Style, the senior, the lone senior, out for the season. Has done really well. And
that's really cool to hear because when they took their jackets off to finish out warm-ups here, I kind of noticed that she didn't have her jacket on and wasn't a normal starter. So we'll see how the freshman does right there, and I think it'll be an interesting thing to follow throughout the game.
And here's something I was noticing that Sigourney's Addie Finneran wasn't dressed and has sunglasses on. I just spoke with her mom briefly, and Addie, who is a big, tall girl down low for Sigourney, is out with a concussion. So that might free up Nat Linder to have even a bigger game. So again, Addie Finneran for Sigourney out with a concussion.
Yeah, that's a big loss. She's their third leading scorer, and
5'10".
Yeah, plays down low and does a great job of it. But I think RD hit the nail on the head earlier. It'll depend how the Warhawks come out and can handle Claire Hand, because she is literally a one-girl wrecking crew, and she can do almost anything. So if they can limit her, that'll be a feather in their cap and could be the key to victory.
Well, let's take a quick look at our starting lineups. First of all, for the Sigourney Savages, a sophomore guard, 5'5", number 4, Becca Gretter. We have a sophomore guard, 5'5", number 10, Bryn Clarahan. You've heard us talking about her. At forward, 5'7", number 11, Charlie Smothers. She's a senior. Sophomore guard, 5'5", number 30, Ella Bruns. And then rounding out the Sigourney lineup is 5'4" guard, Bailey Gretter, number 33. She's a junior. Sigourney is coached by Kaylee Witter and Josh Clubb. Your starters for North Mahaska will be junior guard, 5'4", Addison Falb. Another guard, we mentioned her earlier, number 24, junior Carly Lake. She's 5'6". At center, 6'1", number 30, Natalia Linder. She's a junior. Freshman Jade DeBoeuf, number 32. She's 5'6". She'll be out there in that front court. And then another forward, 6-foot junior, number 50, Jolyn Fogel. The Warhawks are coached by Hall of Fame coach L.E. Moore, Mike Huffman, and Lara Wittig. And we are about ready for the national anthem.
As we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem performed by the North Mahaska Pep Band.
All right. We are getting set for basketball. here at North Mahaska. Tip-off coming up here. Really going to be I think this is going to be a barn burner of a ball game, Kurt.
Yeah, RD, I think you're right. Again, we've got a number of storylines kind of coming into this game that will be interesting to kind of follow those and see how everything shakes out here. But again, pretty big hole on each side of the lineup tonight with some players being out, and that's a thing to contend with this time of year. So we'll just see how it goes. I'm excited.
Yeah, North Mahaska, they've got 3 girls out, but they've been able to manage it. And here we go with the tip-off. And the tip goes to Bailey Gretter. Savages are working it around the perimeter. Becca Gritter, she's double teamed down underneath. Ball's loose in the Jade DeBouf is there. And North Mahaska will take over on the held ball.
Interestingly, the Warhawks came out in just a standard 2-3 zone, so nothing fancy, just yet on Clarahan defensively. So we'll keep an eye on that here.
Yeah, I think they're just going to kind of try to feel each other out here for the first little bit. We'll see what.
Yeah, Carly trampled there.
Yeah, so each team has turned the ball over on their first possession. Becca Gritter gets the ball into Clarahan. Clarahan gets it back to Gritter. Foul was whistled on number 10. Addison Falb, her first. Team first. No score here early. Becca Gratter gets it up. Linder with the rebound. And here come the Warhawks. DeBouf gets it into Fogel at the high post. She tried to pass it off. It's stolen by Bailey Gretter. Second turnover for North Mahaska. Bailey Gretter puts it up. Rebound by Fogel. She gets it off to Lake. Lake brings it over to DeBouf. Lake puts up a 3. It goes off. Rebound comes off to Clarahan. And got the first basket of the game. Clarahan gives Sigourney the early lead, 2-0. North Mahaska on the attack. DeBouf on the right wing. Flips it out. Harley Lake goes inside to Fogel. Fogel can't get it to fall. Linder on the rebound. Linder.
Yeah, I think North Mahaska's that's gonna have to be their MO. They're gonna have to try and get that ball in down low and take advantage of their size advantage here.
Foul was whistled on Bailey Gretter of Sigourney, her first. 2-2 score, 5:50 to play here in the first quarter. Olivia Ridgway into another one of those juniors into the North Mahaska lineup. We got a foul. That foul was whistled on Ella Bruns. Linder driving down. She's 2 there. Jolyn Fogel was there for the rebound. Didn't get the basket, but did get the foul.
Yeah, that just shows that great down low presence. Nat had a little bit of a off balance shot there, and Jolyn, followed up with the rebound and got the foul.
Those twin towers are going to be hard to stop down low, Fogel and Linder.
You might be right.
And Fogel hits both of them. gives North Mahaska an early 4-2 lead. Devin Smallwood into the Sigourney lineup. Puts it high off the backboard was Clarahan. It didn't go.
Yeah, that's where she's just so dangerous in the open court like that. She has got such a quick first step that she can break down a defense almost single-handedly.
And Bailey Gritter is able to track that loose ball down. Ridgeway, she tipped. Her and Clarahan were battling. And looks like Ridgeway just caught just a little bit of the wrist of Adeline Tremmel.
She knew it, and you know, obviously not the foul she wanted to give at that point in the game.
Tremmel's a 37% free throw shooter. She got the second. One more coming. So we got a tie game. She was able to hit that other one. That foul was whistled on number 23. That was Adeline Tremmel. Lenders at the line shooting one.
Yeah, RD, and that's Sigourney's fourth foul of the quarter. So from here on out, they'll be in the bonus this first quarter here.
Gives foul was whistled on Jolyn Fogel of North Mahaska, her first. Third team foul. Had 7 fouls called here in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was a great look ahead by Sigourney. Just caught the Warhawks sleeping. Just a touch there, and Jolyn tried to recover and committed the foul.
Charlie Smothers missed both those shots. Ridgeway, she
can't stand up in that situation. She had to keep her knee down. Once she lifted her knee, that's a travel.
So turnover. Clarahan, she brings the ball across the midcourt stripe. Working that right side, looking down the center. Gets the ball taken away by Carly Lake.
Yeah, great defensive play by Carly. Look ahead.
And then she returns the favor at the other end. And what gets kind of a pinball game at the moment right
we've
now
had
with
a couple,
that basketball.
Yeah, we've had a couple of those situations, RD, where we've kind of had some scramble type situations there, and see what the Warhawks can do here.
Here comes DeBoof. She's out on that right wing. Clarahan out providing the. And there's Lake.
That is a great sign for the Warhawks. If she can keep shooting like that, man, that thing was dead center.
Yeah, we're just under 4 to play here in the first quarter. 10-4 North Mahaska. There's Clarahan. It comes off, but DeBoof, she steals it, and she goes down.
Yeah, that was just a really good play on both ends from the freshman. She got the steal, and then she made sure she was under control and made the layup. That was very well done, and probably exceeding her actual age and her basketball IQ there.
Bailey Gritter with a 3.
The lefty knocks it down from deep.
12-7 score. Lake spots up another three, comes off. Ridgway's there to grab it.
Wonderful hustle by her.
Yeah, she's done a nice job coming off the bench for North Mahaska this season. Fogel, she got the ball a little too high. Here comes Bailey Gritter. She's driving down. Whoa! Lake tried to go at the ball and drug Clarahan down too.
Drew quite the reactions here from the Sigourney crowd.
Oh, and they didn't even call a foul. They must have. She did have the ball, but
yeah, 7 fouls in the first 3 minutes of the game,
but that's not one of them.
That's not one. So
Clarahan's Linder there to grab it. She gets it to DeBoof. DeBoof being chased down by Smothers. And
Carly just fumbled it a little bit and was moving when she did it and made the call easy for the referee right on top of the play there.
Well, Bailey Gretter was putting some really solid defense on her and kind of forced that as well. I think Coach Weber is still trying to lobby for a foul. Addison Fall back into the North Mahaska lineup. And
what a great play. Right off the bench, into making a difference.
Yeah, she ties up Abel McCauley. North Mahaska gets the ball on the turnover. DeBoof to Ridgway. Ridgway, she kind of lost control. Linder managed to get it, put it up, knocked out of bounds by Clarahan. Or Smothers. Both of them were down underneath there.
See what the Warhawks can do here on the out-of-bounds play.
DeBoof into Linder. DeBoof spots up for a three, and she drops it in.
That was a well-designed play. They called it, set the double screen for her. She popped up as the inbounder and, knocked it down. That's great news for the Warhawks.
15-7. Clarahan tried to answer.
It's one thing the Warhawks are going to need to be a little bit better about is getting the ball outletted right away when they rebound it defensively. Then Linder down low and knocks it down. Great pass from DeBoof.
And there goes Clarahan.
Bryn Clarahan doing Bryn Clarahan things.
She collects a second foul on Jalen Fogel.
Yeah, that's a Warhawks force, so they'll be in the bonus from here out as well. See how Coach Moore reacts here with those two fouls on Jolene.
And that free throw rolled off, so 17-9. Here come the Warhawks again. Foul out to stolen by Clarahan off of Linder. Clarahan dribbles it down. Clarahan from the corner. Corner three. 17-12, inside a minute to play here in the first quarter. Clarahan is just so quick.
Nice little mid-range jumper there. Addison knocked that down, and
but you don't want to leave. Tremolo was wide open and underneath.
Yeah, that was just a defensive breakdown there. Les Smothers have a pretty easy shot on the other end.
Got another foul. Foul was whistled on Ella Bruns. I believe that's her second.
Yep, it is.
DeBoof shooting a couple free throws.
Yeah, Artie, it's interesting here in this first quarter. Every time the Warhawks get on a little bit of a run, it seems like Sigourney battles back. So.
They do. She missed both of those, so here comes Clarahan right down the middle. Whips it out to the corner. Bounces around.
We've got one referee saying count it, one referee saying no. They're going to have a little conference here, I think.
All right. Well, while they do, we'll take a break and hear from some sponsors. Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
Hey, we're back at it in North Mahaska, second quarter, starting North Mahaska and Sigourney basketball. Hardy.
Devin Smallwood back into the Sigourney lineup.
I disagree with that call.
I do too. I thought the ball.
I didn't think they
ball
had
was
it in the
tipped,
front
but
court.
they're saying it was an over and back call.
Yeah, interesting. Maybe there's a different rule at the quarter in there that it's in the front court, but I don't know. I guess
I think North Mahaska just got lucky with one. Here, Ridgeway puts it up. Linder couldn't come down with it. There goes Clarahan. She drives down, gets a foul called on Olivia Ridgeway. So 7:37 here in the second quarter. Clarahan at the line shooting two. Abel McCauley back into the lineup, replacing Smallwood. And Clarahan gets that one to drop, 21-15. Here comes DeBoof across the timeline. Tried to pass it to Ridgeway, and her and Clarahan got tangled up, and ball went off of Ridgeway.
Yeah, you're exactly right, RD. You know, and that's just a great example of Clarahan doing things at both ends. Everybody talks about her scoring and offensive prowess, but man, she's great on the defensive end too.
Yeah, DeBoof just got a steal. Lake to Linder. Linder drives down, has it knocked loose, but DeBoof is there to pick it up. 22 on the shot clock. Lake gets it down underneath the Linder. She's double teamed. Here comes Lake down the baseline. Into Linder. Ball gets knocked away.
You know, that's good awareness by the Warhawks here. You know, with the double team in the post, kick it back out, make that double team go away, and then go right back to it before that double team can come back to you. So, be interesting if we can keep doing that and do that. Oh wow!
And Linder comes down the baseline with a reverse layup, gets the basket and a foul. Foul was whistled on Becca Gretter, her first.
That was just such a pretty move along the baseline, and then to finish reverse and get the foul. She knocks the free throw down.
Kind of the traditional three-point play. Here comes Clarahan. She throws it across the court to Linder. Came down with it. Clarahan tried to take it away from her, but she held on. Here comes Lake. She goes over to Ridgway. Ridgway down the middle. She gets it to Linder at the top of the key. There's Lake. Bounces off the back iron. Scramble for it. Held ball. Remains with North Mahaska. 6:19 to play.
RD, that's another one of those hustle plays that we talk about. You know, that kept the possession here.
Then they overthrew. Here comes Clarahan. She takes her right down.
Yeah, she's pretty much unstoppable at that point in the floor.
Dubove, she thought about it. Here goes Linder back underneath, and another foul.
You know what's interesting here, RD, with Fogel on the bench, it's kind of limited that left to right play that the Warhawks can do, because what's happening is the other post player for Sigourney is coming across to do that double team, leaving the other Warhawk on the other block wide open. So hopefully Coach can talk to Nat about that and have her spot that, because then we've got some easier layups. Now, of course, getting Sigourney in foul trouble and shooting free throws isn't the worst thing in the world, because you know Linder is a 70+% free throw shooter. So
yeah, well, number 22 Mallory Anderson is in that lineup replacing Fogel, and she doesn't have a lot of experience yet. They tried to reinsert Becca Gretter in place of Bailey Gretter, but
the referee is asserting his dominance.
Yeah, well, there is a rule about coming out and then coming back in. I think she had to stay out of play or something.
Yeah, right. It can't be all done under dead ball situation.
Sigourney back on the attack. Ridgway knocks it away from Clarahan. Clarahan over in the corner. Out of bounds off of Anderson. Now Becca Gretter can come into the lineup.
Yeah, that was a nice little, Anderson was a little bit out of place there on that rebound, and she was able to tip it out to keep an easy putback from happening.
Here comes Sigourney. Clarahan down the baseline. She gets it, weaves it in there, can't get it. Anderson on the rebound. Lake with a short jumper. Ridgway, she puts it back up. Everybody's chasing it. Linder gets it knocked away by Becca Gretter.
That's a good example of the speed that Linder has. You don't think that in a 6'1" body she's going to possess that amount of speed, but she covers ground so quickly.
Well, kind of comes from being a 400 hurdler too. Rebound off to Tremmel.
She knocks it down. Nice spot up three from Tremmel there.
Yeah, so Tremmel comes down and adds the three. Makes it a 26-20 ball game. Great defense on both ends of the court by these two ball clubs. That got a little wild on Ridgway.
Yeah. She
Linder,
knew what she wanted to do. The ball wasn't cooperating.
Yeah.
It's a great idea on that look down low there. Just a tough angle from the very top of the key like that. Let's see what the Warhawks do on their out-of-bounds play here.
Yeah, got 2 seconds on the shot clock. Lakes triggered it into.
Good hustle from Anderson. Great pass.
Anderson to Lake. And 4:10 to play. We've got a timeout by Sigourney.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
And we're back here in New Sharon, Iowa. North Mahaska hosting Sigourney. Got girls basketball going on in the second quarter. RD and Curtis, take it away.
Well, Curtis, at the top of the show, we talked about Linder and Clarahan. Well, Linder's got 12 and Clarahan's got 10, so that's kind of playing out.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Another rebound to Linder. Addison Fogg from out about 25 feet.
We've seen her get hot at times this year to where she can't miss. So
Clarahan with the basket.
Yeah, that gives her 12 here. So unfortunately for the Warhawks, you can't play static defense against her. She's just going to go right around you.
Yeah.
Here she goes again.
Gets the steal, and she gets a little bump from Lake. Smart play.
That was very, very heady.
Clarahan moved out just a little bit to get a little bit of contact, knowing that she still could protect the basketball, and got the basket and a shot at a three-point play here.
If you're not familiar with Bryn, she is a steal machine. It wouldn't be surprising if she ended up with a triple-double. One of those doubles would be steals.
You're not wrong at all, Steve. She can do literally everything on the basketball floor, and especially for as young as she is.
Linder calling for the basketball. She couldn't get it. Anderson couldn't grab it, and then Sigourney tried to get it, and it went off of them. Fouled. She was left wide open in the corner, and it rolls off. Rebound by Tremmel. Here comes Clarahan again. She gets it down underneath the Tremmel, and Tremmel.
I think that's actually McCulley that got that basket.
Oh, was it? Okay.
She, again, just to break down for the Warhawks, she was wide open on the baseline, and Clarahan saw it when she came across the timeline.
Foul by Ella Bruns.
That one was on McCulley.
McCulley. Oh, yeah. Ella's 25 at home. Sorry about that, folks. North Mahaska on the attack. Sigourney's doing everything they can to double up Linder, but that 6'1" frame just gives her a little extra.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're kind of doubling her from the side and then coming in from behind. It'd be interesting if they front her and then double her from the back. That could maybe make a change. Not that I want to see that, but from a coaching aspect, that maybe is something to watch for here as we continue along.
And she misses both.
Anderson chases down the rebound, though. Oh, and then throws it away.
Here comes looks like Fogel's coming back into the ball game. 30-second timeout called by.
Hey Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, Our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
And we do thank all of our sponsors on board for North Mahaska versus Sigourney basketball tonight. As you can hear, we're not too terribly far away from the North Mahaska pep band tonight. They're in our right ear right now. Guys, take it away.
All right, 2:22 to play in the half. North Mahaska 28, Sigourney 27. Sigourney has really come on here, closed the gap. DeBoof on the steal, trying to get it into Clarahan. Clarahan there to Watcher. Clarahan really keeping an eye on DeBoof. DeBoof gets it into Linder.
Yeah, Sigourney didn't get the double team over there, and that's what happens. Linder one-on-one will score against just about anybody.
DeBoof. DeBoof's got her hand up. Blocked by Lake.
What a great play by Carly there.
So here come the Warhawks. DeBoof.
Yeah, good take. Right into Clarahan there.
Yeah, she gets a foul on Clarahan. That's her first.
You know, I've got to say, this first half here, I didn't know what to expect at all from DeBoof, but boy, she's impressed me at both ends of the floor, for as young as she is especially.
Yeah, I'll tell you, these teams aren't hitting free throws quite as readily as but I'm kind of anal about that part.
You and I agree on that. Nice offensive rebound from Linder.
Linder with a rebound and putback.
Wow. I don't even know how you stop that at whatever level.
Yeah.
You just got to sometimes say, hey, great shot.
Yeah. Well, she's got Clarahan has 17 points here in the first half, so Linder has 18, so it
yeah.
Back and forth.
Two absolutely stunning players. So it's interesting. Sigourney doesn't seem to be able to double team quite as easily with Fogel back in the game here.
Smallwood, she put it up. She got fouled.
Yeah, she had a nice offensive rebound, good position.
And that is the third foul on Jolyn Fogel.
Yeah, that could have gone either way. It could have gone to her or to Booth, but.
So Smallwood at the line.
So Anderson back in for Fogel. I think as Anderson continues to develop the confidence, she's got some really good tools. So we'll see how she continues to play here as the game winds along in the last 50 seconds of the first half here.
Yeah. Here comes Lake. She gets it across the timeline. Whips it off to DeBoof on the left side into Anderson. Anderson back out to Lake. Lake drops in a three ball.
Shot clock is off here, so Sigourney can do what they want.
Falb gets the steal, but ends up with a held ball. Good hustle by Charlie Smothers to keep possession for the Savages. 19.6 to play, 37-29 North Mahaska. Gets it into Clarahan. Clarahan with DeBoof. DeBoof comes down with the rebound.
10 seconds here. We can
Clarahan
do something
shot.
yet.
Here comes Falb down.
Wow.
Down the baseline. And
that literally was shot from behind the backboard. That was an amazing shot by Addison to knock that down for a 39-29 lead at halftime.
All right, so we are at the half. North Mahaska with the lead, 39-29. We'll have a 10-minute break in between and come back here shortly with the second half. North Mahaska and Sigourney basketball on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shetler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shetler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio. Online radio for Southeast Iowa.
All right, we're coming back here. They're going to do one of those famous chuck-a-ducks at halftime, so we'll see who wins. Nobody's in the middle yet.
No, one looks like it might be almost up against it. Oh! This isn't nearly as exciting as toilet paper night at William Penn. Have we got all the ducks?
And there you go. There is our winner. I didn't catch the young guy's name, but congratulations to him. Back with basketball here in about 7.5 minutes here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. If you've had a run-in with a deer, a fender bender, or any sort of accident with your vehicle, take it to Tony and the guys at Sigourney Body Shop at 210 West Clark Street in Sigourney. They'll get you back on the road in no time, and Tony will help you out with a free estimate. It's service with a smile at Sigourney Body Shop. Give them a call at 641-622-2022, or again, stop in at 210 West Clark Street in Sigourney.
Hi, I'm Krista Sellers, driver of the 7K Figure 8 race truck. I race at local figure 8 tracks across southern Iowa. One of my good sponsors is CJ at Sigourney Motors. Next time you or someone you know is looking for a good used vehicle or in need of some minor repairs, you can contact CJ at Sigourney Motors. Give them a call at 641-224-8056 or stop by 705 East Jackson Street in Sigourney, Iowa. Hope to see you at the races or at CJ's shop.
At Lifetime Dental, we know a strong, healthy smile starts early. That's why we love seeing our little patients early in life to create positive experiences and healthy habits that will last a lifetime. With advanced training in pediatric growth and development, as well as orthodontics, we have the knowledge and expertise to help your growing child thrive. We have a simple goal: healthy children, healthy teeth, beautiful smiles to last a lifetime.
All right, we are coming back here to North Mahaska High School. North Mahaska hosting Sigourney tonight, 39-29, and we do thank all of our sponsors for making things possible tonight. Got some Sigourney sponsors on board. I want to mention them: Sigourney Body Shop, Lifetime Dental Solutions, Sigourney Motors, and Brothers Market. North Mahaska, we've got our normal cast of characters on for sponsorship: Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell. For State Farm, they also bring us our North Mahaska players of the game at the end of the game. Proline Building Company, First State Bank, Oski Dental, Skunk River Radio, Shetler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and Lake Painting. We're coming up on the third quarter, about 20 seconds away from that. Third quarter being sponsored by Oski Dental. And let's check in now with R.D. Keep and Curtis Vanderwall as we head towards the second half. Guys.
Well, it's coming out like what we were talking about earlier, Kurt. Clarahan has 17 points. For Sigourney, Linder has 18. But Falb has 10. Lake has 8. And DeBoof has 5. Clarahan just doesn't have quite as many supporters there. But they're, but they're trying. We got a 10-point game. It was 10-point early on, and then Sigourney closed the gap to 1, but North Mahaska's been able to extend it. So here we go.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half plays out here.
Yeah, Lake put the ball up. There's Clarahan. Linder with a rebound. Still 39-29, no score here in the first 30 seconds. Fouled from the corner. She drops one in.
That's very good for the Warhawks. If she warms up, she's just about unstoppable from out there.
So here come the Warhawks, or the Savages, and we got a foul underneath.
It might be Carly's second.
I believe so. Oh, Jolyn Fogel, that is her 4th.
Wow.
So,
Steve, can we get the instant replay on that? I didn't think she was anywhere near the play, but I'm not the referee.
Yeah, that's kind of what she's saying as she's going to the bench to her teammates. Charlie Smothers put up a shot from inside the lane right off of that inbounds pass and didn't draw iron and went out of bounds. So North Mahaska has the basketball. DeBoof, she brings it across. She's out on the left wing. Bounces it over to Lake. Lake working the right wing. Now comes down the lane, gets it into Linder. Linder double teamed again. Here comes DeBoof on a jumper and rebound by Clarahan. Clarahan's looking down the court. Whips it off to the Left side shot goes off. But I believe that was Becca Gritters there to...
Yeah, she cleaned that up very nicely. Lake knocks down the three-pointer with a hand in her face. That was a great shot.
And we got another foul on North Mahaska down here. Foul, I believe.
Yeah, her second.
Yeah, her second.
She was hoping for the jump ball call there, but things did not happen that way.
So Clarahan will be at the line shooting 2. She gets the first one. Olivia Ridgway coming in to the lineup, replacing Mallory Anderson. And Clarahan drops it in for 2. 45-32, North Mahaska. DeBouf working the left side over to Lake. Lake to Linder. Linder back out to Lake. Lake, long shot. And Matt Linder tried to go over the top of Becca Gretter, and it didn't work out so well. So foul.
Yeah, she did go over the top. Unfortunately, they called it. So
yeah,
her first, though, luckily for the Warhawks.
Yeah. So here comes Clarahan bringing it across the timeline. DeBouf there to make the ball stop. Inside to Smothers, and Smothers is blocked by Linder. Foul, she's dribbling around on the left corner, back up to the top. Lake directing traffic. There's to Faub. 19 to shoot. Linder comes up to the high post. There's DeBouf. She's thinking about it. She goes around, tries to go through around the screen. Here comes Faub. Faub gets it to Lake. Lake at about the free throw line, comes up short. DeBouf tried to save it back in, but it landed out of bounds in Sigourney basketball.
Yeah, just a little out of sorts for the Warhawks on that trip.
Bailey Gritter gets it in to Clarahan. Clarahan threw it to Ella Bruns, and Bruns threw it into the hands of Warhawks.
Yeah, then I think Bailey Gritter committed the foul there. Her second? No, her third.
Third. Adeline Tremmel into the lineup. They're trying. Oh, nice block by Tremmel. Here comes Clarahan. She gets it into Smothers. Smothers tries to get to Tremmel. It goes off of Tremmel's hand, out of bounds. North Mahaska basketball. 4:33 to play here in the third quarter. 45-33, North Mahaska over Sigourney. DeBouf trying that left side again. Gets it over to the Lake. Lake back to DeBouf. DeBouf up for three. Off to the right side. Linder's there to clean it up. Here comes Faub, and lots of hands in there by Tremmel and Clarahan. Clarahan, she gets it and throws it off the hands of Smothers. Wasn't totally Charlie's fault in there. There was a lot of North Mahaska traffic between them.
Pretty busy passing lane there.
Yeah, both these teams have done a nice job of that inside passing lane. Lake on another long one, and she drops it in.
Yeah, that gives her 14 on the game there. She's got a great game going. And Clarahan right knifes through the defense. It's her 21st points of the night. So
yeah, here Ridgway She gets the ball. They get it back out to foul. Round the horn and foul. That 3 ball is just causing a lot of trouble for Sigourney this evening.
Yeah, Sigourney had a good look forward there. Got the ball forward to Ella Bruns, and she was fouled by Ridgeway, her 3rd. So that'll be interesting with 3 fouls on her and 4 on Fogle. How Coach Moore does that here.
Devin Smallwood back into the Sigourney lineup, replacing Charlie Smothers. Just over 3 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. So Bruns hits both of them. Faub, she goes down to the baseline. About a 12-foot jumper for Faub. Here come the Savages on the attack. Bruns dribbling around the left side. She tried to put it up. Linder off to Faub. Faub, comes up short, but Linder there to pick it up. She misses. She gets it again. And they're calling a jump ball.
Interesting call.
I think we had a head-to-face collision down there.
Yeah. Devin Smallwood wasn't gonna give up down there. So here come the Savages.
She says she's okay, so here we go.
Across the timeline. Smallwood, she puts it up a little too hard. Rebound to Linder.
Yeah,
Linder to Lake. Lake down to Faub. Again, Faub in that corner. In and out, but cleaned up by DeBoof.
Yeah, DeBoof's quietly got 7 points there. I'm very impressed with her. She's playing a great game.
Yeah, she is. She's come in to fill a role. We got a full timeout called.
Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
And we thank Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell from State Farm for being one of our North Mahaska sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. Oski Dental sponsors our 3rd quarter. 2 minutes to go in this quarter. North Mahaska out to a big lead.
Yeah, as we play this last 10 minutes, it's going to be interesting. Olivia Ridgeway has 3 fouls for North Mahaska. And Fogle is on the bench with 4. And I believe it's Ella Bruns has 3 fouls for Sigourney, as each team has missed a shot here to start. Here, there goes Clarahan. She tries to go down through. And Ridgeway comes away with it. She's being harassed by Clarahan. They do get it across. DeBoof, she launches one. Goes off the plate.
I don't know that Coach Moore is excited about this barrage of 3-pointers with lots of time on the shot clock.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Here goes Bruns down the middle. She puts it up. It bounces off. Rebound by Lake and foul underneath.
Clarahan second.
Bryn Clarahan with the foul, her second. Team second here in the the third quarter. Just over a minute to play. DeBouf, she brings it across. She starts down the lane. Gets it off to Ridgway, who throws it over to Lake. Ridgway for three. Comes up short. 47 seconds left. Got one more shot clock here. Here comes Clarahan. Over to Bruns. Bruns to Tremmel. Back out to Bruns. Lake outdueled Tremmel for that ball. Here comes Linder to Faub in the corner. Faub brings it across. And nice steal by Bryn Clarahan. She takes it down, puts a shot up. Here come with 10 seconds. To Ridgway, Ridgway to...
Almost too unselfish there. That ends the third quarter with North Mahaska leading 57-37 over Sigourney.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
And we're coming back to the fourth quarter, which is sponsored by First State Bank of New Sharon. Guys.
Yeah, we've got a quick start here with the Warhawks with the ball. Gets it in low down to Nat Linder. Back out to Lake. Over to DeBouf. She's looking to drive. Ridgway's got position down on the block. DeBouf looking for help here. Jump ball. Looks like it'll be Sigourney ball for us here.
And we got a 30-second timeout. We'll hear from the sponsor.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
And we thank Holland Coble Funeral Home and all of our sponsors for both North Mahaska and Sigourney tonight here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube, and Skunk River Radio Facebook. And we're in the fourth quarter, 7:38 to go. First State Bank of New Sharon sponsors this quarter.
Well, North Mahaska has a 20-point lead coming in, 7.5 to play. Clarahan, she's got the ball. She's trying to will her team to win. Got knocked away. Which way they're going to go? Jade DeBouf back into the North Mahaska lineup, replacing Lake. Sigourney gets the ball in. Clarahan for three. Cuts the lead to 17. DeBouf over to Faub. Faub gets it inside to Linder. Linder back out to Faub. Gets it to DeBouf. DeBouf over to Ridgway. She takes. And Bailey Gritter with the foul. That's her fourth. So we've got some girls on both sides of the ball that are having trouble with fouls tonight. Ridgeway picks up her first point. Adeline Tremmel back into the basketball game for Sigourney.
She knocks them both down. Here comes Clarahan. Runs a little off the mark. Here comes the Warhawks. Little scramble, gets the ball over to Ridgeway. Ridgeway's looking for some help and just shoots it.
Just a little off the mark.
Just a tick. Here come the Savages with 6:26 to play. Warhawks are up 59-40. Over to Bruns again. Ridgeway with the great rebound.
Fouled to Linder. Linder on the outside. Here comes Linder down the lane, and she gets it.
Yeah, great control by Linder there. She just was able to jump stop and go straight up and not make contact with the set defender.
Yeah, it was her 20th point of the night. Here go the Savages. Clarahan up top. She gets it inside in the lane to Smothers. Inside 10, 6 on the shot clock. They don't have a shot clock going.
Yeah, I just noticed that too, RD.
Down here on the Sigourney end. I don't know whether anybody has noticed that other than us or not.
May need to do a little maintenance work at in between the games here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know whether they've noticed it and they know it. I don't know how long it's been off either.
No, I just noticed it when you said it, so.
Addison Falb to trigger it in. She gets it to DeBoof underneath. DeBoof double team. She goes back out, then comes down the lane. There goes fouled for a three-point shot. 5 minutes to play, 64-40, North Mahaska over Sigourney.
Yeah, that gives her 17 on the night. She's got a great game going as well.
Yeah, I think Ridgeway is going to pick up a foul.
It was funny, guys. The first half was all about Nat Linder. The second half has been all about the foul girl.
Yeah.
So it's a tale of two halves.
Yeah, well, we said early on that, North Mahaska has a lot of weapons in there. Clarahan drew a foul off of DeBoof.
Yeah, Steve, that's a great point. Could just be the way Sigourney's defending things, changed it up and opened up another avenue by collapsing in the middle to stop Linder, and it really freed up Falb, and she's knocked down some great shots.
Yeah. North Mahaska has 2 players in the game right now with 4 fouls. Fogel and Ridgeway. Bryn Clarahan. Has Bryn even been out of the ball game yet? I don't think so, has she?
No, not while the time's running. She's played all the minutes, and she is absolutely.
Fogel at the high post. Here comes DeBoof over to Fogel, goes down underneath, and she was going up against Smallwood.
Yeah,
Smallwood couldn't quite hold her ground there.
No, that was a good defensive effort. Just too much strength from Fogel there. And if she doesn't get in foul trouble in this game, I would have been interested to see how it went to have those 2 post options down there for the Warhawks. Now, obviously, they've still done very well with it, but moving forward, that's hopefully something that that Jolene can stay away from as the Warhawks move forward in tournament play.
Yeah. And her second rolls off. Here comes Clarahan. Nice feed underneath to Bailey Gritter. Bailey Gritter comes up on that left side, puts that left hand up, gets a nice little layup, 64-43. 4:14 to play in the ball game. Foul working the top of the lane. Fogel, she's got it. She gets it over to Lake. Lake into Linder. Linder bounces there full. Ooh. Devin Smallwood picked up another foul. That was a tough foul. I think if she would have just kept her feet still.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm with you. I'm not sure I saw what the referee thinks he saw there, but nonetheless, that's part of the game. Linder fouled on the way to the basket.
Yes, that was on Becca Gretter, her third. Hopefully we can stretch this out so that none of these young ladies foul out of the ball game. Linder hits her first. And second is good as well. 66-43. Bailey Gritter gets it over to Becca.
And we'll hear from a sponsor.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
And we're bringing it back here to North Mahaska High School in New Sharon, Iowa. 3:36 left in this quarter and this game between the North Mahaska girls and Sigourney Savages. Let's take it back to RD and Curtis.
Here we go. Warhawks trigger the ball in after the timeout. DeBoof having trouble getting it across, gets it across the timeline. Around that right side, and she's bumped.
Yeah, Brun's got her on the hip there.
That's her third. 5 fouls on Sigourney in the quarter, so North Mahaska will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. Jade DeBoof will be at the line shooting. She gets the first one. And the second, 68-46. This may be North Mahaska's highest scoring game this season. I'd have to go back and look, but.
Yeah, they average just under 50, so
yeah.
You could be right.
Here comes Linder. She gets it across, gets it down underneath the Fogel. Fogel gets the basket and a foul. Foul was whistled on Ella Bruns. That's her fourth. So we've got a lot of players on the floor with a lot of fouls.
Yeah, both sides of the ball.
Rebound by Smothers. Clarahan right down through the middle of the lane. Picks up the basket. She turns to Booth. Booth gets it to Lake. Lake gets it across the timeline. She comes back over across the top. Looking to the right. Now she's just dribbling. Looking for somewhere. There, Faub. She's out around that three-point range. She's just looking around. 11 to shoot. She gets it to Booth in the corner. DeBoof dribbles once, back out. Fogel into Linder. And shot clock violation by the Warhawks.
Yeah,
great defense by Sigourney.
Yeah, you're right, RD. It really was. North Mahaska just a little bit discombobulated or disjointed there, and they got the shot clock violation.
Well, I think that they wanted to, burn some clock, and they just couldn't get a shot.
Coach didn't mean all 35 seconds.
No. Sigourney missed the shot, but they're back on the attack. There's Clarahan.
Yeah, she just has absolutely
29
amazing
points for Miss Clarahan. Bryn has really had a nice game. She just hasn't gotten enough support from her teammates. There's DeBoof with 2 points.
Yeah, and Fogel had the nice shield there for her, and that was a great heads up and awareness play from Fogel.
Yeah, North Mahaska has 4 players in double figures.
And we'll hear from a couple of sponsors and be back with more.
Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint.
Hey, how you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shuttler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shuttler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
And we're coming back here to North Mahaska High School, New Sharon, Iowa. Minute 32 to go in this fourth quarter, sponsored by First State Bank. Guys.
All right, we've got quite a few new players on the floor for North Mahaska. Isabel Patterson, Adlin Jedlicka, Bailey Banstra, Mallory Anderson's back into the ball game, and then Jayla Perez. Savages get the steal. Smallwood inside. Oh, nice move back and forth. And Devin Smallwood will go to the line. Foul was whistled on Jayla Perez, her first. 3 team fouls on North Mahaska in the quarter. And Devin catches nothing but net.
Yeah, gets her first points on the board.
Into the Sigourney lineup is Kinsley Clubb, a freshman. Ashton Tisch, a sophomore, is going to come into the lineup here in a moment when they get.
That's the old, when you see somebody's coming in for you as the shooter, you miss the second one on purpose so you stay in the game.
So you can stay in the game.
That's right.
Knocked away. Oh. Abel McCauley couldn't control the ball and got knocked away. Got 30 seconds left. Now Ashton Tisch is into the ball game, replacing Smallwood. Shot clock is off, so we're down under 30 seconds now. Clarahan at the top of the key. Gets it down inside. Comes up short. Anderson with the basket. Banstra gets it to, and they throw it away. Sigourney will have 5 seconds Thought maybe Clarahan there. Clarahan would take it. And comes up short. Your finals, 72-51, North Mahaska over Sigourney. This is the final regular season game at least for North Mahaska, and I believe for Sigourney as well.
Yeah, Sigourney travels to Centerville tomorrow night for a non-conference.
Oh, okay.
Game. Yeah, so that's a final. North Mahaska with the big win, 72-51. So, guys, who do you think? Nat Linder or Addison Fowl?
Boy, I could think probably 3 or 4 girls to give it to, but I know that's not an option. So I'll defer to RD as he's watched a lot more games. But I was really impressed with the Warhawks tonight.
Yeah, well, we talked early on that if you let Clarahan get her points and then control everybody else, you have a chance to do some things. North Mahaska just had 4 people in double figures, and I think another one around 7 or 8. Boy, I'll tell you, I don't know. I think maybe Addison Fowl is our player of the game.
No, I like that. She had plenty of clutch 3-pointers that helped extend that lead in late in the first half and into the second half.
Okay, so Addison is our Kelly Style, Wendell Campbell, State Farm player of the game. We'll have about 15 minutes here before the boys begin action. So we thank you for tuning in here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube, and Skunk River Radio Facebook. Speaking of which, let's hear from them now.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon, and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio, online radio for Southeast Iowa.
If you've had a run-in with a deer, a fender bender, or any sort of accident with your vehicle, take it to Tony and the guys at Sigourney Body Shop at 210 West Clark Street in Sigourney. They'll get you back on the road in no time, and Tony will help you out with a free estimate. It's service with a smile at Sigourney Body Shop. Give them a call at 641-622-2022, or again, stop in at 210 West Clark Street in Sigourney.
At Lifetime Dental, we know a strong, healthy smile starts early. That's why we love seeing our little patients early in life to create positive experiences and healthy habits that will last a lifetime. With advanced training in pediatric growth and development, as well as orthodontics, we have the knowledge and expertise to help your growing child thrive. We have a simple goal: healthy children, healthy teeth, beautiful smiles to last a lifetime.
All right, we are getting, well, I don't know if I can say that. I'll probably get sued by Michael Buffer. We're getting ready to play some basketball. How about that? We're about a minute away from the boys' game here on Steve Shetler Media Facebook and YouTube, Skunk River Radio Facebook. And, of course, the girls' game went in favor of the Warhawks. We'll see what happens in this boys' game. Our sponsors for tonight's game include Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell at State Farm Insurance. They'll also bring us our North Mahaska player of the game. Proline Building Company, First State Bank, Oski Dental, Skunk River Radio, Shetler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Holland Coble Funeral Home, Lake Painting. For Sigourney, we've got Sigourney Body Shop, Lifetime Dental Solutions, Sigourney Motors, and Brothers Market. Guys, we got Artie Keep and Curtis Vanderwall here for the game. I'll let you in with your expert commentary.
All right, thanks a lot, Steve. Yeah, Kurt, Sigourney's 15-4 overall, 12-3 in the South Iowa Cedar League. They are third behind Linville Sully and guess who? Montezuma.
Yeah.
North Mahaska, they're actually tied for fifth at 9-11 overall and 8-7 in the league.
As we welcome the Sigourney Savages.
Sigourney won the battle here a few weeks ago, 59-26 over in Sigourney. North Mahaska, they average 47 points a game, but Sigourney comes in scoring 66 points per ball game. Of course, they're led in scoring and rebounds by senior John Berg, 15 points per game, 9 rebounds. And then senior Solon Yates scores 13, and another senior, Braden Woods, hits for 10. So they've got Sigourney has some shooting power.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Artie. You know, on paper and based off the earlier contest this year, Sigourney's got a pretty big advantage. But as you've said before, we don't play these games on paper. So let's see how it goes here.
Yes. Senior Jackson Vanderveer for North Mahaska, he scores 12.8. Dane Van Mersbergen, who has really been coming on pretty strong here in the last few games, he adds 9. Warhawk shoots 38 from the floor, 26 from the arc, and 54 at the line. We'll try to give you the starting lineups here real quick for your Sigourney Savages. Number 10, junior Ike Mullinex, 5'9". 6'1", junior number 14, Landon Conrad. 6'4", senior number 15, Solon Yates. 6'2", senior number 34, John Berg. And 6'2", senior number 52, Braden Wood. Sigourney is coached by Mitch Eslick and Zach Tremmel. North Mahaska, they're going to counter with 5'4" guard number 1, Zach Vaseth. Number 4 guard, 5'5", Charlie Gumot. We mentioned Vanderveer. He's a senior at 6 foot. And Sigourney takes the first shot of the game. Vaseth comes away with the rebound.
The shortest guy in the court with the rebound.
Yeah. I found out today, his dad told me he's 5'4", 1 inch shorter than Charlie Gumot.
5'4"?
He's 5'4". Don't tell him he's 5'4" because he thinks he's 6'4", but rounding out the North Mahaska lineups, number 20, senior guard Dane Van Mersbergen, and post player number 50, Trenton DeBrine, a senior. North Mahaska is coached by Kevin Kelderman. Jackson Vanderveer's got a steal, took it down, missed the shot.
Van Mersbergen got the rebound.
Dane Van Mersbergen cleaned it up.
Yeah, he had a nice little runner in the lane. Interesting defensive deal here. We've got Charlie face guarding Solomon Yates from
Solon Yates.
So he's kind of an interesting start for the Warhawks, but appears to be working.
Yeah,
well, Solon, as I mentioned to you guys off air, just last week, Solon Yates went off for 9 3-pointers in one game.
Yeah. And he's a really good golfer, folks.
Yeah.
I've had the pleasure of watching him play some golf here. And Yates with the steal. He fakes it, ball gets to Berg. John Berg, and John Berg ties the game up 2-2.
Now off the first made basket for Sigourney, they come out in a man-to-man press here.
Van Mersbergen from 3, way off. Rebound down to Ike Molinex. He gets it down court. Yates underneath the Wood. Wood at 6'2", and Veseth at 5'4", and Veseth knocks the ball out of bounds.
And he weighs 200 pounds, too.
That's Wood, not Veseth. Got a foul on the play. John Berg will be going to the line shooting. I'm not sure who the foul was on. It was on Veseth. Berg sinks the first one. And the second. Sigourney up 4-2 here early. Veseth being him and Vanderveer. Vanderveer gets it across the timeline to Gubat out on the logo. He moves to the right side. Veseth, he comes back across. Oh. Veseth is just really playing really strong out there.
He's our leading rebounder now.
He got Landon Conrad up in the air. You know, I just realized Trent DeBrine is back on the floor after that injury. It'd be his first game back.
Yeah, it's great to see him back out there, and looks like he's making things happen here, hopefully on the offensive end, and playing some great defense as well.
Yeah. Vanderveer tried to get it to Veseth. Veseth had it knocked away by Conrad. And Veseth got it back. Braden Wood again. Again, he was going against Veseth. Veseth picked up his second foul.
Yeah, that's a tough one to see, so Ewing checks in here.
Yeah, Carson Ewing, another freshman, you know, he's done some pretty good stuff here. There goes Wood, puts it up high off the glass. Ewing gets the rebound. 4-2 Sigourney halfway through the first quarter. Caleb Hull would come in for DeBrine. Van Mersbergen underneath, he's double teamed. Still gets it off. Gets it up again and gets the basket. Ties the game 4-4.
Yeah, Dane's off to a really good start for the Warhawks here. He's got all 4 points.
Molinex He drives down. He's stopped by Van Mersbergen, but Van Mersbergen just stood there, and Monex was able to put it up over the top of him. Sigourney putting on this really strong press. And 10-second call into the Sigourney lineup. Number 23, sophomore Jordan Tremmel. Number 30, sophomore Hunter Sellers.
Yeah, kind of an interesting defense there from Sigourney. It's kind of full court man-to-man, but then as soon as it gets close to the timeline, they bring the trap. So,
number 12, sophomore Travis Castaneda into North Mahaska lineup. Wood out on top. Inside to Sellers. It must have stepped on the end line.
Yeah, it might have gone off his foot there.
Oh, okay.
Still North Mahaska face guarding Solon Yates. So kind of interesting.
Castaneda, he gets it. Wings it to Caleb Hull in the left corner. He gets it back out to Vanderveer at the top. Vanderveer for a three-pointer right at the top of the key. 7-6, North Mahaska regains the lead. And Jordan Tremmel quickly answers with a tray of his own. Castaneda almost got caught there on that line.
Yeah, he was in a bad spot.
And held ball. Possession remains with North Mahaska. Number 1, Lyndon Fish, a sophomore, into the Sigourney lineup. Vanderveer to Ewing. Ewing bounces it to Van Mersbergen. Back to Vanderveer. Over to Hull. He bounces it to Castaneda. He looks, drives down the lane, then kicks it out to the right side to Caleb Hull for a three-pointer in the right corner.
Yeah, that was a great kick out, and Hull was ready and knocked it down.
Landon Fish brings it across the timeline. And another three-point answer by Jordan Tremmel. So we got the three ball going. Braden Wood, he's battling with Van Mersbergen. Knocks it out of bounds. 27 on the shot clock. North Mahaska has the ball out of bounds. Ewing triggers it to Vanderveer. Vanderveer gets it across. Over to Hull again. That one comes up short, but Vanderveer there to get the rebound, and Trenton DeBruyne drops it in for two and a foul.
Yeah, that was great work by a couple of Warhawks down there, battling for that rebound and finally getting it back in there. We're gonna call Hull's shot a pass directly to Vanderveer.
Yeah.
And I apologize to people watching at home. I had the score screwed up. It is 12-12.
Steve, we have you do two things.
You have two jobs.
I've got about three.
Or 79,
that
depending
foul,
on how it looks.
That foul was whistled on Hunter Sellers, his first team foul for Sigourney.
You know, if you're the Warhawks, you really like the pace and the way this first quarter's going.
Yep.
So see if we can take the lead here.
Rebound by Sellers. Inside a minute and a half to play here in the first quarter. Fish over to Carson O'Rourke. Had come into the ball game. O'Rourke out on the corner. They swing it back around to Tremmel.
Tremmel with the heat check three. Says 2 out of 3 is enough.
Castaneda, him and Jordan Tremmel are really battling it. There's Trent Bryan, a spin move.
Nice spin
Gets
move.
a drop in from that left side. Nice little spin move by the 6'3" senior. Sigourney on the attack.
With Yates out of the game, they've kind of pulled back to just a 1-2-2 zone here.
Braden Wood drops it in from about 8 foot out. Shot clock's off. Here comes Vanderveer. Caleb Hull in the corner. Back out to Ewing. Ewing over to Castaneda. He's right at the top of the key. Makes a drive, gets it off to Vanderveer. Vanderveer gets it inside to Caleb Hull. And he puts a little hook shot in. And the end of the first quarter, North Mahaska 16, Sigourney 14. So we've got quite the battle going here.
Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Hi, I'm Krista Sellers, driver of the 7K Figure 8 race truck. I race at local Figure 8 tracks across southern Iowa. One of my good sponsors is CJ at Sigourney Motors. Next time you or someone you know is looking for a good used vehicle or in need of some minor repairs, you can contact CJ at Sigourney Motors. Give them a call at 641-224-8056 or stop by 705 East Jackson Street in Sigourney, Iowa. Hope to see you at the races or at CJ's shop.
And we're bringing it back for the second quarter, which is sponsored by Skunk River Radio. Got a tight one here in New Sharon, guys.
Sigourney with the basketball to start the second quarter. Looking, here goes Wood. He's caught inside. They had about 4 guys on him. Somehow, Tremble managed to find the rim about 4 times on that.
Yeah, he's
dropped in for a 3.
That one hit everything and went in.
Yes. Oh, nice steal by Tremble. Ewing tries to swat at it, but just like that, Tremble gives Sigourney a 19-16 lead. Foul whistled on Molinex, his first. Dane Van Mersbergen into the lineup, replacing DeBrine. Castaneda set the trigger it into Vanderveer. Molinex eyeing him. Molinex knocks it out of bounds right about midcourt. Vaseth comes back in, replacing Ewing. Trembles on Vaseth. Warhawks working around. Dane Van Mersbergen, a long shot, comes off the front of the rim. Ike Molinex into Wood. Wood can't control it. Goes out of bounds. Sigourney ball. They got the ball inbounding it down in that far corner. There's Braden Wood working. Tie up in the middle between Van Mersbergen and Berg. It'll be North Mahaska basketball on the alternating possession. Here comes Vaseth against Tremble. Tremble gets him turned. Vanderveer tries to get inside to Van Mersbergen, but Molinex was there to take it away. Van Mersbergen on the rebound off the miss. Vanderveer's shot too hard. Knocked out of bounds by Wood. Trent Bryan back into the North Mahaska lineup along with senior number 14 Logan Baldock. 6:16 to play in the half. 19-16 Sigourney. Castaneda, he drives in, puts too hard off the backboard. Here come the Savages. Yates out to Molinex. Molinex over to Tremmel. Back to Molinex. Over to Tremmel. Tremmel launches a three. And it drops in.
Yeah, he's 4 out of 5 here. That's great shooting from
he's got
from him.
14 points here early on. Vaseth. Vanderveer. Vanderveer gets it over. Bounces it off to Castaneda. He dribbles in. Gets it to Trent Bryan. Nice block. Tremmel, I believe, got a hand on that block. Here comes Wood out to Tremmel. Tremmel again. John Berg was there to get the rebound and the foul.
Berg's been dealing with some ankle issues here lately, guys, but he's still working hard as ever.
Yes. The foul was whistled on Baldock, his first. Into the Sigourney lineup is number 21, Chase Clarahan, 6'2" junior. And Berg gets both of them. Here come the Warhawks. Vanderveer, he was looking for Trent DeBrine, but
DeBrine did not have his ladder to climb up and get that one.
Yeah, Trent's 6'3". I think he needed to be about 6'8".
Or maybe 7'3".
Or maybe 7'3".
8'3", maybe even.
Wow. Tremmel.
That's 5 out of 7, I think.
I think he's going for Solon Yates' record from the other night.
Yeah. That's 17 points here in the first half. Tremmel made a dive for the basketball.
Yeah, for a season under 30% three-point shooter, this is absolutely fascinating to watch tonight.
And he picked up the foul there, his first. Molinex and Vanderveer, they're having quite the battle at the top of the key. Here comes Vaseth. He whips it over to Baldock. Baldock can't get it. Vaseth, he comes back down into the middle. Gets it to Baldock. Baldock to DeBrine. DeBrine gets it up and over. 6 points for Trent DeBrine.
Yeah, if I'm North Mahaska, I want the ball in his hands every trip at least one time.
Yeah. Molinex over to Clarahan. Back to Molinex.
I think that's his third foul.
Call a foul. Zach Vaseth. That'll be his third. Coming into the basketball game for the Warhawks is number 3, Carson Ewing, 20, Dane Van Mersbergen. Molinex gets it off to Clarahan. Molinex down the lane, can't get it. Put back John Berg. 29-18 Sigourney.
Yeah. Berg may not be at 100%, but I'll still take him at whatever percentage he is. He's still a whale of a ball player.
Yep. Yeah, Sigourney's doing a nice job of trapping them right at that mid-court stripe, and they were able to get the over and back call, another turnover. Landon Conrad, he gets it off to Wood. Wood takes it in from long range on the right side.
Yeah, Braden knocks down the three there from the elbow. Looked like it was a good shot and went right in.
Solon Yates on a steal, and he misses it, but Vanderveer gets the rebound. Wood kind of knocked it away from him, but he was able to get it back. Carson Ewing down in the left corner. Come back up top. Charlie Gumont at the top of the key. He goes to the wing. Vanderveer back out on the right wing, 13 to shoot.
Charlie knocks it down.
Long two-pointer by Charlie Gumont. 32-20. Van Mersbergen goes after the ball. Misses it. Returning to the North Mahaska lineup, number 45, Caleb Hall. Sigourney basketball. Conrad dribbles down to the right. He's looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it out to Wood. Wood at the top of the key. Goes to the right side. Solon Yates. He gets it back out. 3-point shot. Landon Conrad. Sigourney doing a nice job from the three-point line tonight.
Boy, Artie, you're right. They have most of their shots may in fact be threes, so it's kind of interesting.
Caleb Hull with the basket with the assist to Charlie Gumont. Yeah, for 33% three-point shooting, they're doing a nice job here.
Significantly above
There's
that.
Wood going against Van Mersbergen. They battled it. Nice little shot by Hunter Sellers off that right side. Minute and a half to play here in the half. Sigourney maintaining that 37-22 lead, 15 points.
Yeah, Warhawks would love to get this under 10 here for the halftime.
Van Mersbergen out to Ewing. And we don't have the shot clock down at the south end again. Tremmel thought about it, then Yates. Landon Conrad gets it off to Tremmel. Tremmel! That one goes off the plate. Into the hands of Vanderveer. He gets it off to Van Mersbergen. Coach Kelderman telling him to run the play that he's got in mind. Vanderveer from the side. Ewing on the rebound. Gets it to Van Mersbergen. Shot clock's off. 24 to play here in the first half. Vanderveer, the right wing. Caleb Hull to the right wing. Carson Ewing had to track it down. There goes Van Mersbergen. We're inside 5 seconds. Gets the ball stolen. And that will end the first half. Sigourney 37, North Mahaska 22, 17 points by Jordan Tremmel in that first half. Tremendous effort.
Absolutely.
I was going to tell you guys, here's a little secret. Now, Tremmel lives 3 houses down from me in my neighborhood. Braden Wood lives 2 houses down the other way in my neighborhood. I wish I could claim that I had something to do with their talents.
It's pretty obvious you did.
It's just the vibes in the neighborhood. Basketball talent, but it was not with me. All right, enough of my stupidity. Let's go to halftime. We got about 9.5 minutes. We'll be back at it here on Steve Shetler Media and Skunk River Radio.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
All right, we're bringing it back here to New Sharon, North Mahaska, and Sigourney basketball. And our third quarter sponsored by Oski Dental. Let's squeeze in our sponsors here. Sigourney sponsors for tonight. Sigourney Body Shop, Lifetime Dental Solutions, Sigourney Motors and Brothers Market. And then we've got our North Mahaska sponsors like Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell at State Farm Insurance, Proline Building Company, First State Bank, Oski Dental, Skunk River Radio, Shetler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and Lake Painting. RD and Curtis taking it back to you.
All right, Sigourney gets the ball to start the second half. Quick shot by Ike Molinex. Trent DeBrine with the rebound. Warhawks now in the front court. DeBrine, oh, there he goes. Got the rebound, missed the first one, got the rebound, put it up the second.
Yeah, needs that angle there to use the board. Way to battle down there, though.
37-24. Yeah. And there's Zach Vaseth. Gets it to Van Mersbergen. Van Mersbergen, long shot. Braden Wood with the rebound. Wood back up on top. Wood again from Van Mersbergen gets it.
He knew that was off when it left his hand.
Vaseth trying to work off of the screen. Gets it knocked out of bounds. 25 to shoot. Wood with the steal. Gets it to Molinex. Molinex gets it over the timeline, over on the right wing. Into Wood. Wood scores it. Again, a little press by the Savages. They've got Vaseth kind of bottled up. Coach Kelderman calls timeout.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shetler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shetler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio, online radio for Southeast Iowa.
And we're back with the third quarter, sponsored by Oski Dental. Guys.
Yeah, Coach Kelderman went running down the side to get a clipboard, then wanted to draw something up, see what he come up with. Trent DeBrine underneath on that left side, gets a 2.
Yeah, his 10th points of the night, and again, I think the offense needs to go through him every trip if you're North Mahaska at this point.
Yeah, he's pretty solid under there. Wood, he has about an 8-foot jumper. He gets it to fall.
Looked like he could barely see over the top of Zach's head there.
Yeah. A lot of bouncing around in there. Van Mertzbergen with the basket.
Yeah, great ball movement.
41-28, Sigourney. Out of bounds.
Looked like a football play almost.
Yeah.
Kind of did.
Yeah. But Molinex's feet got out of bounds, and so when he was touching the ball, so North Mahaska basketball. I think we're going to have an offensive foul on Jackson Vanderveer, his first.
Yeah, way away from the ball. I didn't see what happened there, RD. Did you?
Coach Kelderman's laughing about it, whatever it is.
I think it was
I don't know if it's out of frustration or what.
Well, I think it was a hook and hold. One of those, what they call hook and hold calls, but here goes Molinex. Out to Conrad. Conrad back to Molinex. Molinex stumbles. Stumbles or staggered. I'm not sure which term we want to use, but
I think that's basic.
I think it started as a stumble and then it ended up being a stagger.
Well, it's Vasa's fourth foul, so he's out of the ball game.
The big guy comes out.
Carson Ewing. North Mahaska gets the ball on the inbounds pass. Charlie Gumont out to Ewing. Ewing to Van Mersbergen. He brings it back out. Vanderveer comes off the left wing. Can't quite get it up there. So Caleb Holds there for the rebound.
Yeah, great follow by Caleb there. Clean up the mess left.
11-point lead for Sigourney now, 41-30.
Warhawks on a little bit
there
of a
goes
run
Molinex. Conrad. Hall with another rebound. Looks like Travis Castanada's getting ready to come in for the Warhawks. There's Ewing dribbling around. He gets it inside to Van Mersbergen. Nice block by Molinex. He gets it down to Yates. Yates with the layup. 4-point turnaround for the Savages.
Yeah, interestingly, Yates' first points of the evening.
Van Mersbergen goes up strong off of the assist from Gubot. And Vanderveer steals it away from Molinex, gets the layup.
Down to a 9-point lead here.
And he knocks it away from Molinex a second time.
Yeah, these are the little things that seem to hold Sigourney back this year.
Molinex on the rebound, off to Yates. Yates to Conrad. Conrad down through the lane. He gets it full. 45-34, Sigourney. Got it back up to 11. Press is really causing some problems for the Warhawks. Charlie Gumont able to get control of the basketball. Caleb Hall gets it out to Vanderveer, 14 to shoot. To Van Mersbergen, he looked for three, he decided better against it. Ewing cranks it up for three, it hits the front. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up again. And out of bounds off of John Berg. Castaneda into the lineup. In for the Sigourney is number 1, Landon Fish, and number 23, Jordan Tremmel. And we've got another timeout by North Mahaska.
And we'll hear from the sponsor.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
And we thank the fine folks at State Farm Insurance, Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, for being on board. And, of course, they sponsor our North Mahaska player of the game, which we'll tell you at the end of the fourth quarter. Let's take it back to the third quarter, sponsored by Oski Dental.
2:21 to play, 45-34 Sigourney. North Mahaska with the ball coming out of the timeout. Hull's shot comes up short. Vanderveer on the rebound. His shot misses. Braden Wood with it. He gets it to Fish. Fish gets it over to Tremmel. Tremmel looked for three. Wood in the middle. Doesn't get it, but Berg there to clean it up, and no basket, but a foul. Foul was whistled on Caleb Hall, his first. Third team foul on the Warhawks here in the third quarter. Berg's first shot comes off the front of the rim. Trenton DeBryan into the North Mahaska lineup, replacing Van Mersbergen. Berg set for his second. Also off the front iron. Vanderveer with the rebound.
Yeah, that's interesting. Berg's an almost 70% free throw shooter on the year, and maybe that ankle's bothering him a little bit more than we think.
And Trent DeBryan with the basket. Cuts the lead to single digits, 45-36. Yates comes across here. Wood, long shot. Berg battling in there. Ewing caught it, but threw it right into the hands of Berg.
Vanderveer was able to tie him up, so Warhawk ball.
Yeah. On the alternating possession, so another turnover. Number 22, Carson O'Rourke, into the Sigourney lineup. Castaneda, he's kind of trapped there. He gets it to Ewing. Long court pass. Ewing for three, goes off. Wood tried to track it down, went out of bounds.
Yeah, good hustle from Braden there. Just ran out of room. So the Warhawks have it in an interesting spot in the corner here.
And Hunter Sellers on that last exchange came in for Sigourney. Castaneda at the top of the key. He goes down, hands off to Hull. Hull decides not to. Vanderveer. Jordan Tremmel with the rebound. And here come the Sigourney on the attack. Braden Wood with the basket. He's got 11 on the night.
Yeah, he's got a really good game going here.
Now this press that Sigourney is using, been really effective. Vanderveer dribbling around the top. Caleb Hull, he dribbles out to to the left wing. Moved his feet apparently.
Yeah, must have drug his pivot foot over there. I guess I didn't see that, but
yeah. Into the Sigourney lineup, number 15, Solon Yates. Replacing O'Rourke, and Vanderveer comes out as Charlie Gumont takes his spot. Fish starts down the lane, whips it back out to Jordan Tremmel. That one comes off the rim. Carson Ewing with the basket. And at the end of the third quarter, Sigourney 47, North Mahaska 36.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
And we thank First State Bank for sponsoring our fourth quarter, which we're going to start right now. RD and Curtis.
11-point lead for the Savages is going into the final frame here. Fish, he made a drive down that right side, foul. A foul on Charlie Gumont. Well, the inbounds hit the back of the backboard. I'm not sure how that's still Sigourney ball, but apparently maybe Vanderveer
maybe tipped
it as it came off. Yates for a long shot.
Clarahan with the board.
Clarahan with the board. Here goes Sigourney. Finally, Jordan Tremmel gets it and is able to extend the Sigourney lead to 13. Vanderveer working against Tremmel. Castaneda, he's being harassed by Fish. Castaneda makes the drive, and he's going to be fouled by Landon Fish, his first. Castaneda will be at the line shooting 2 for the Warhawks. About 62% free throw shooter.
Yeah, not the first one down there.
Trent DeBrine back into the lineup, replacing Baldock. John Berg back in for Sigourney. Castaneda drops in both. Landon Fish with the basketball on the right wing. Comes across the top. Whips it out to Yates. Yates to Tremmel. Tremmel being double teamed. Gets it to Yates. To Fish. Fish to Tremmel. Tremmel dribbles in. Free throw line. And foul whistled on Charlie Gumont. A lot of hand fighting in there with that one.
Lots of hands involved.
So Solon Yates with the long ball and the rebound. He gets his long rebound, puts it back up again. Dane Van Mersbergen comes down with it for North Mahaska. Gets it to Vanderveer. Vanderveer spots up for three, and he drops in a 3-ball.
Yeah, down to 8-point lead here.
They got it down to an 8-point deficit.
And you ratchet up the defense here, Warhawks.
Here's Jordan Tremmel. His shot goes off.
That's exactly what you want from North Mahaska. Quick shots that are off the mark.
Vanderveer gets it to Gumont. Gumont to Castaneda. Over to Van Mersbergen. Chase Clarahan trying to stay right with him. Travis Castaneda goes off the front of the rim. Van Mersbergen, he dribbles back in. And he gets the basket.
Wow.
Yeah, great series there from Dane. That's his 10th points, and he's got one more coming here.
Things just got interesting.
Yeah, down to a 6-point lead.
Yeah. Foul was whistled on Chase Clarahan. That was his first. Dane Van Mersbergen could make this a 5-point ball game. And he does. 49-44, 5:41 to play here in the final quarter.
See how deep the Warhawks can dig here.
Molinex. Here comes Wood to Jordan Tremmel. And his shot goes off the, but good hustle by Berg. He gets the ball back. Solon Yates again for three.
I'm not sure why they're just launching three-pointers.
Yeah, it's almost like they don't know that they're ahead here.
So Trent DeBrine comes down with it. Here come the Warhawks again. See if they can cut into this lead. Castaneda goes up, and he gets it to fall. 49-46. And Mitch Eslick says, I've seen enough. Timeout.
And we'll take a timeout as well.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
All right, bringing it back to New Sharon, Iowa. 4:50 to go in the fourth quarter, which is sponsored by First State Bank of New Sharon. Got a close one, guys.
Yeah, Sigourney had, I think it was about a 12, 15-point lead, and it has disintegrated. Here comes Ike Molinex, bringing it across the timeline. Braden Wood getting down in his position. Gets it off to Wood on the left wing. Into Berg. Berg spins. Gets it over DeBrine. 51-46, Sigourney. Wood shadowing Vanderveer. Vanderveer comes across the, and he gets it. Gets a tip. And Wood in for the basket. Here comes Travis Castaneda. He takes it. He was headed to the basket and foul. Foul whistled on John Berg. His first.
After that timeout, Sigourney decided to go to the basket instead of shooting 23-footers, and all of a sudden they're back up by 7.
Pretty confident that that's what Coach had to say there is, guys, let's Let's do what we've been doing instead of what we started to do here.
Looks like Berg might have got popped in the face.
He's got to check out here. Right on the bridge of his nose there, but no. They're not going to make him check
Vaseline.
out. Yeah.
Maybe I need to.
Yeah, we need the trainer up here.
Castaneda. He gets his second. He's got 5 on the night. And we got a timeout.
All right, we'll take one as well.
Hi, Clint. Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint.
Hey, how you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
And we're back here at North Mahaska High School. We thank all of our North Mahaska and Sigourney sponsors on board for tonight's matchup. 4:04 to go in this fourth quarter, sponsored by First State Bank in New Sharon.
Well, Kurt, this last half of this quarter could be a wild one here.
Yeah, I think you're right, RD. We'll see how much gas the Warhawks have left in the gas tank after that nice run they got to get back in this.
Yeah, anytime you're down double digits, you can expend a lot of energy trying to get back into it. Solon Yates from the corner, and he drops in a 3-ball. I think that's his first 3 of the night, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right. That's just his 5th point. So from the other night where he had a school record 9, I think Steve said, to tonight where he hasn't been nearly as effective on that. But that's a big 3 at a big moment.
Yes, it is, Gets them back up 3 possessions. Castaneda tried to, just lost his balance, didn't have anywhere to go with the basketball. Yates picked it up. Molinex to Tremmel, back to Molinex, down to Yates, back out to Tremmel. To Molinex.
Sigourney content to run clock here.
Castaneda gets his hand in there. 3rd team foul on North Mahaska in the quarter. Trent DeBrine comes back in for Van Mersbergen. Ewing in for Castaneda. Yates over to Tremmel. I think Sigourney's going to be willing to run a little bit of clock here. There's no shot clock at the Sigourney end for some reason.
Yeah, still the technical difficulties that we noticed first in the girls' game.
Yeah. 12 to shoot. Offensive foul.
That looked like the right call there. He did extend that arm quite a ways. Now, I'm not saying that there wasn't a sell job on the other side of that for the Warhawks, but needless to say, it's still a turnover.
Yeah, that was Ike Molinex, his second. 4th team foul on Sigourney.
So Warhawks will be in the bonus from here on out on every foul.
And they get the ball on the inbounds.
Yeah,
and
just
Vanderveer steals it. Gets it to Caleb Hall. He gets it down. Does not get the layup. Came shooting down that right side.
Yeah, he did a great job grabbing that and getting to the basket with it. Just not quite enough to get it into the hoop there.
Landon Fish with his. But again, Caleb Hull set for his second shot here. And it's good.
Down to an 8-point lead here again.
Got some changes for both teams, just keeping personnel fresh in here. Jordan Tremmel gets it all over to Wood. Molinex got trapped underneath. Here comes Molinex. He gets Visa on the ground. 8 to shoot. Braden Wood. Zach Visa with the rebound. He's dribbling around to the right wing. He's looking. Trying to go off of the double team. Carson Ewing for 3.
Knocks it down to a 5-point lead.
51-56.
1:25 to go here.
This last minute's going to be exciting, guys. Hug your radios or computers or whatever it is that you're using right now.
Are you channeling Jim Zabel?
I've done some games with Jim Zabel, so yeah. Here we go. Well, they made Solon Yates step inside that 3 to drop that one in. 58-51. We got a timeout.
We'll just go ahead and keep it here, guys. We do thank all of our sponsors once again for making our broadcast possible. That includes Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, State Farm, who, by the way, sponsors our North Mahaska Player of the Game, which we'll be picking here very shortly. Proline Building Company, First State Bank, Oski Dental, Skunk River Radio, Shetler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and Lake Painting. Sigourney sponsors for tonight include Sigourney Body Shop, Lifetime Dental Solutions, Sigourney Motors, and Brothers Market. We'll see. Maybe we might have an exciting finish here. We're within 7 points, so things are definitely still interesting, that's for sure.
And fans, I do urge you to visit our sponsors and just tell them thank you for sponsoring high school athletics. Nothing better. Here go the Warhawks. Final 50 seconds. Visa, he gets it across the timeline. He's being chased, but I believe we have a foul.
Yeah, I think on Molinex is 3rd, so Visa will shoot a pair of free throws here in the bonus.
Yeah. So
it's interesting. The Warhawks haven't realized that it's a man-to-man zone. So once they inbound the ball, if the rest of the players would clear out, you could just go one-on-one and get the ball across the timeline.
All right, we got Jordan Tremmel and Solon Yates back into the Sigourney lineup as Vaseth lines up his second free throw. He cut this to a 5-point game, and he does.
Now, do you start the foul game if you're Sigourney? Do you start fouling now?
I think you do.
Maybe I said that wrong. If you're North Mahaska, I should say.
No. Yeah, I think you're exactly right.
Yeah.
So they had one to give there, so this next one will be their get them into the bonus and be able to shoot free throws. The downside is you can't have Vaseth foul, and you've got him at the front of the press here, so it's really all on Charlie. Obviously, go for the steal. If you can't steal, you got to foul pretty quick here.
Vaseth steals it, gives it to Vanderveer. Basket, 30 seconds to play, 58-55. Charlie Gumont.
Fouls on Vanderveer, not Vaseth, so that's good. Only his second. 28.9 left here, so I think, is it Molinex going to shoot the 2 here, RD?
Yes, yep. 42% free throw shooter. 58-55. And that one bounces off.
Yeah, he misses the first.
Caleb Hull goes into the lineup for
a little offensive defensive switch here for Coach.
And he misses that one.
Oh, but Braden
Wood
with a
gets it.
clutch rebound.
Dang.
Vanderveer grabs Landon Conrad.
Yeah. He's 16 of 22 on the year, so about 75%.
Yeah, 70. I've got him at 72, so yeah. So. And it bounces off the right rim.
Yeah, again, Sigourney failing in the small things that we kind of talked about at the beginning of the game here, RD.
Yep.
If they're going to go deep into the postseason, they've got to clean that stuff up.
2-possession game now.
Yeah, Coach Kellerin wants a full timeout here.
And we'll go to one of our sponsors.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shuttler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shuttler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio. Online radio for Southeast Iowa.
And we're coming back for the final 22.6 seconds. Fourth quarter, sponsored by First State Bank in New Sharon. We've got R.D. Keep and Curtis Vanderwall with the call of the game.
All right. North Mahaska needs 2 baskets. So Vaseth, he's coming up the floor. Gets across the timeline to Vanderveer. Vanderveer goes down the left side. Tries to get it inside to Bryan and can't do it. Vanderveer fouls Wood, so Wood will go to the free throw line.
Yeah.
8 seconds left.
Probably the nail in the coffin. Braden's well over 75% free throw shooter on the season here. So
yeah,
valiant effort by the Warhawks, though. I tell you what, from losing by over 20. In the previous meeting over in Sigourney, why this is a great effort here. Wood misses the first one, though, RD.
There you go. 5 seconds to play, and the ball gets stolen. Landon Fish with the steal, and that's your basketball game. Sigourney 60. North Mahaska 55. Big night for Braden Wood with 14, and
Tremmel had his.
Tremmel was closing in on 20.
Yeah.
I think 17 or so. North Mahaska had 3 guys in double figures. Vanderveer with 10. Van Mersbergen with 11, and Trent DeBryan on his return to the floor picked up 12.
Yeah,
so
he played a great game, and you could tell he's still trying to get back into basketball shape there a little bit. But a valiant effort from the Warhawks tonight.
Well, guys, what do you think? Kelly Style, Wendell Campbell, State Farm, North Mahaska player of the game.
I'm kind of leaning towards Trent DeBryan after being gone this long. I mean, he came in and really.
Yeah, I think you're right, RD. I mean, he had the game that neither of us were expecting. We expect Dane to have a great game. We expect Jackson to have a great game, but the Bruin came in, and to me, that's enough to win it.
So right, I think we'll have Trenton DeBryan as our Kelly Style Wendell Campbell State Farm player of the game.
All right. Well, we thank all of our sponsors for being on board for North Mahaska basketball coverage this year. That does it for our regular season coverage. RD Keep, appreciate you and your play-by-play this year. And Curtis, for all your help on North Mahaska basketball as well. That'll do it for tonight's broadcast. Appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you later.